Summary of the Inquiry Report on the Standard and Integrity of Journalism in Papua New Guinea, 2026. Executive Summary. This report, compiled by the Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Communications of Papua New Guinea, PNG, presents the findings and recommendations from an inquiry into the standard and integrity of journalism in the nation. The inquiry was initiated in June 2025, following an earlier assessment in May 2024, to address the profound transformation of PNG's information landscape due to rapid digital connectivity and social media expansion. While these advancements offer opportunities for civic engagement and democratic participation, they also bring significant challenges, including the proliferation of misinformation and disinformation, declining journalistic standards, erosion of public trust, and gaps in digital literacy. The report highlights the increasing strain on journalists' safety and professional integrity from political pressure, commercial influence, and community tensions. The committee's mandate, established under Sections 118 to 121 of the Constitution, is to review legal, policy, institutional, and educational frameworks to restore integrity, promote innovation, uphold press freedom, and empower Papua New Guineans in the digital age. The report outlines 40 recommendations across 6 key areas: legislative and policy, institutional and capacity building, training and education, ethics and professional standards, sustainability and market, and monitoring and evaluation. Key findings. The inquiry's key findings, derived from extensive testimonies and evidence, correspond to 6 terms of reference, TORs. 1. Impact of misinformation, disinformation, and poor-quality news. Reporting misinformation, inaccurate due to lack of knowledge, and disinformation, deliberately false information, significantly impact PNG society. Government operations are affected by unauthorized information leaks, leading to public confusion. Communities experience heightened tensions, sometimes leading to clan confrontations, due to false reporting. Sensationalist reporting damages PNG's international image and tourism. The education sector notes negative impacts on student well-being and academic performance due to online misinformation, harassment, and cyberbullying. The media industry itself suffers from declining standards, public mistrust, and the unverified spread of social media posts as news. A case study of the Black Wednesday civil unrest in January 2024 demonstrated how rapidly misinformation can escalate into real-world violence and social disruption. 2. Legislate an Access to Information Act. This act should guarantee the right of access to public information, establish clear disclosure obligations and appeal processes, and integrate secure identity verification through SEVIS Pass and the Digital ID Framework. 3. Amend the National ICT Act, 2009. Amendments should clearly distinguish NICTA's technical regulatory mandate from editorial and content control to prevent government overreach and protect media freedom. It should also enhance coordination between police and telecommunications providers for cybercrime investigations, particularly those targeting journalists. 4. Introduce journalists' protection clauses in the criminal code. Specific clauses should be introduced to treat assault on a journalist as an aggravated offense, with provisions addressing obstruction of duties, destruction of equipment, and intimidation. 5. Develop AI governance legislation. Comprehensive legislation is needed to address AI-generated content standards, cyberbullying prevention, and research applications, ensuring transparency requirements for AI systems in content creation and mechanisms to address violations. 6. Develop classification guidelines for government information and appoint an independent information commissioner. A framework for classifying government information is needed, balancing transparency with security. An independent information commissioner should be appointed to adjudicate disputes and ensure compliance with information access requirements. 7. Implement age-appropriate mobile phone/social media restrictions in educational settings. Policies should be established for mobile device use during school hours, with alternative research access systems for underage students and guidelines balancing digital learning with protection from harmful content. 8. Clarify agency responsibilities under the Cybercrime Code Act. Address uncertainty in agency mandates to improve investigation coordination and journalist protection, institutional and capacity building. 1. Strengthen the Media Council of PNG. Provide resources and support for the Media Council to reactivate training programs, mandate journalist registration, and enhance oversight. 2. Establish a national media union. Create a body to advocate for journalists' welfare and rights. 3. Enhance provincial media capacity. Improve media infrastructure in provinces and provide dedicated media production capacity, training and education. 1. Revitalize cadet journalist programs. Reintroduce and support practical training opportunities for trainee journalists. 2. Modernize journalism curricula. Align journalism education with industry needs, focusing on digital media, investigative reporting, and ethical practices. 3. Invest in journalism education infrastructure. Provide resources and facilities to improve the quality of journalism education. Ethics and professional standards. 1. Strengthen enforcement of ethics codes. Implement stronger mechanisms for enforcing professional standards and ethics training for journalists. 2. Modernize ethical codes. Update ethical guidelines to address digital journalism, online behaviors, and new content risks. Sustainability and market. 1. Support independent and provincial media. Ensure sustainable resourcing for media development, training, and independent journalism, particularly in rural areas. 2. Promote balanced reporting. Encourage reporting that highlights positive development stories and cultural heritage to counter sensationalism. Monitoring and evaluation. 1. Establish robust monitoring mechanisms. Develop systems to track the implementation and impact of recommendations, particularly regarding misinformation and journalistic standards. These recommendations aim to create a more robust, ethical, and independent media landscape in Papua New Guinea, capable of serving its democratic needs and fostering informed public discourse. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe.